Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirahe Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhaktiravavati Naishtaki. Vrindraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. So we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 29th chapter, titled as Explanation of Devotional Service. Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devahuti about the devotional service. Mata Devahuti asked very humbly to Kapila Muni that living entities in general in this material world, they are entrapped in the repeated cycle of birth and death. And they are suffering due to three modes of material nature. And Kapila Dev, Mata Devahuti, is requesting Kapila Dev that it is through bhakti only that these living entities who are entangled in the repeated cycle of birth and death can be relieved. So she requests Kapila Dev to explain about the devotional service. So upon her request, then Kapila Dev is explaining about the devotional service. Mother Devahuti, she is very compassionate towards all the living entities. So she is requesting Kapila Dev that please explain about the devotional service so that knowing about the devotional service will help one to practice it and get out of repeated cycle of birth and death. So Kapila Dev now starts instructing about the devotional service. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhakti Yogo Bahuvidho Margir Bhamini Bhavyate Swabhava Guna Margena Pumsam Bhavo Vibhidhate. So Kapila Dev, who is addressed here as Bhagavan because he is incarnation of Lord Krishna himself. So Kapila Dev says that Bhakti Yogo Bahuvidho. Bahuvidho means Vidho means the variety or types. Kapil Dev is saying to Mata that this Bhakti Yoga is of many paths or many types. So he's saying there are multifarious paths of devotional service in terms of different qualities of executor. So as per the Swabhava Guna Margena. So as per the Swabhava quality or guna, everybody follows different types of bhakti. Pumsam bhavo vidhi bhayate. Vididhyate. So pumsam bhavo vididhyate. Vididhyate means divided. So pumsam bhava, executors, they have been practicing different types of bhakti depending upon their mode of nature, which type of guna they are in. Sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. So there are different types of bhakti. Bhakti yoga, bahuvidho. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining here. Pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness is one because in pure devotional service there is no demand from the devotee to fulfill the Lord. But generally people take to devotional service with a purpose. So there are two different main types of path of bhakti is pure bhakti, Shuddha bhakti, and the Kama Mishra bhakti, the bhakti mixed with the desires. So in pure bhakti, there is no demand from the devotee. Devotee does not want to, he doesn't want anything from Krishna. But generally, Srila Prabhupada is saying that people go to Krishna, to God, just for some material gains. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, people who are not purified take to devotional service with four purposes. So there are four types of people who go to Krishna. Artha, Artharthi, Gnani and Jignashu, which is described here by Srila Prabhupada. A person who is distressed because of material conditions becomes a devotee of Lord and approaches the Lord for mitigation of distress. So somebody is having some material problem, they approach Krishna and ask for some material gains. A person in need of money approaches Krishna to ask for some improvements of monetary conditions. And others who are in distress or in need of monetary assistance but are seeking knowledge, others who are not in distress or not in the monetary assistance but are seeking the knowledge in order to understand the absolute truth, also tricks to the devotional. Some people are gnani and jignashu also. So they're inquisitive to know about Krishna consciousness. They take to the devotional service. This is very nicely explained in Bhagavad Gita 7.16. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. Four types of people surrender to Krishna. Which are those? Artha, Artharthi, Gnani and Jignashu. Artha, Artharthi, like that. Artha, Jignashu, Artharthi and Gnani. These are the four types of people who surrender to Krishna. Actually, the path of devotional service is one without second. But according to devotees' condition, a devotional service appears in multifarious varieties, as will be explained in the following words. So now, Kapila Dev is going to explain in more detail about different types of bhakti. So Prema Mishra Bhakti, Kama Mishra Bhakti, or Shuddha Bhakti, Kama Mishra Bhakti, like that. So different types of devotional service. But purpose of all the devotional service should be to please Krishna. But when it is to please yourself, oneself, senses, then that is impure devotional service or Kama Mishra Bhakti. So in the pure service, there is no demand, no expectation from Krishna. So Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devati that devotional service should be pure and not Mishra. Right? So we'll pause here. We'll continue study of Srimad Bhagavatam tomorrow. Rantraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai.